is quite sensible, because it doesn't bring into play a lot of that fescue down the right side.
Hannah Green playing alongside Shibuno. What about that one from Green? That almost went in for a 2. Now Hannah Green for the birdie. Good 2-putt in the end.
Yeah, 101. That fescue blocks her view of the actual green. She can see the flag stick, so that is one good thing. So this is where you have to really rely on your distance and what you've practiced.
See, that's the smart play right there. That's Hannah Green knowing this golf course to use the slopes around the green to get that close.
And I think that's the toughest part, is you've got to commit to your line and the speed, and sometimes they'll fall off line, and you have to know that it's going to happen to everybody. I think that's the biggest challenge, but I think if you can hit it with enough speed and you commit to the line, you're going to be fine.
Or close enough to the hole, Karen. You could just do what Hannah Green did.
Hannah Green now, Jim.
Yeah, 172, little right to left wind, and this green's a lot like the 14th, where it's pretty flat and it's usually pretty firm. You try to bounce it up and hope it kicks forward. If you get it turning right to left, it should help this shot.
I feel like that was going to feed a bit more down to the hole.
Get in there.
On the back half of day 2, here's Hannah Green on a heater.
Just trying to lay it up somewhere probably about 215 and keep it in the fairway with this small green we mentioned.
We saw Titigan take it.
This is good. It keeps the group moving along. They don't want to get too far behind, because you don't need the rules officials chasing you up later in the round.
Oh, it's going to sting for Hannah after the great run, 5 birdies in 6 holes. That's what the Bay course can do, Karen, can't it?
It is very sneaky.
There we go, back down to the 13th tee, and Hannah Green.
Yeah, big mistake on that last hole. No way to really make up for that, but that should be just fine off this tee.
4 feet of curve.
A bit of work left here for a par. 4 is a good score on this hole.
Yeah.
How about the tee shot here at 14?
Yeah,
Jim?
Karen, there's some dark green trees in the background. I feel like the far right one is, you got to really have a target, because it's a blind tee shot.
Yeah, Jim, it is a blind tee shot, and it's another one of those tee boxes that aims you in the wrong side. It aims you down the right side.
You try to feel like you got to start it left with that wind. It should be out to the right.
Yeah, that's good. Now Hannah Green for the birdie at 15.
Yeah, we'd really like to get at least one birdie coming in, but she has struggled on the speed coming in these last few holes.
We saw yesterday.
Hannah Green.
Man, it's heading up that right side.
She cleared all the big trouble.
Keep it here at the 16th, Hannah Green.
Yeah, she's been a little bit off in the sink of the last 4 or 5 holes, so she could use a really good shot right here.
Not gonna.
Hannah Green for birdie at 16.
Having your best stuff, and sometimes you feel a little more anxious. Obviously, when you're near the leaderboard, you're playing well and you're not as nervous, but I always felt a little more anxiety when I was on that cut line because I didn't have my best stuff.
Yep.
Well, that takes us back.
Considered to be difficult, very difficult. Now Hannah Green. Yeah, all 3 giving themselves chances.
I think, Tom, to your point about Yuka.
Big putt this for Hannah Green at 17 for birdie. Oh, jumped off the face, but still manages to make it.
Not as much wind here, so she should be able to probably get pretty close to it too. She's not as long as Yuka, but if she gets one in the fairway, she can give her a run. Just
That's
looks
a
like
bit right, Jim.
leaking out to the right. Yeah, she needs to be aware of that right side. It's about 165 to carry it. And that came out nicely. Maybe going a little left, but that should be fine. Yeah, trying to go back to back. A little bit of a right to left putt.
You don't rule it out, do you? You look at the top of the leaderboard, Karen. I mean, it would take something special, but it's doable.